Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is where faith and creativity and the life in between of my life is shown to you all. To subscribe, like, and put on your notifications for any time I post a video. Make sure to leave your comment in the comment section so I could hear how you felt about NYSC. That's if you have gone to camp, and if you're planning on going to camp, any questions, you're free to ask me and I'm definitely going to answer.
I'm Godson, as was probably known as Nwaka.
My name is Nwaka Sharon Amarachi, content creator.
Guys, my name is Lemo Enyang. I'm a creative director, consultant, and designer. Okay, and I'm also the CEO and founder of Youth Rep, an NGO for coppers. Thank you.
I'm Confidence, current financial secretary of Youth Rep, and a chef in the making.
Hello, my name is Benedict, the ideal billionaire. Ideal billionaire majorly because I'm one full of ideas.
The secretary of Platoon 9, or the then secretary of Platoon 9.
I was platoon leader for Platoon 9, and I was also VP for my CDS during my NYSC year.
About the DOS of my platoon, which was an amazing experience. Do you guys know something? I was supposed to leave on the third day. Nnamdi know this thing. I met Nnamdi the day I was supposed to leave camp. In fact, I've gotten my extract. I've gotten to the gate and I just turned back. And I did not regret that action because I enjoyed camp from beginning to the end. In fact, I cried while leaving.
The assistant but suddenly kind of took over because I'm a money first, so you know more about football.
Gosh, that's a very, very hard one to pick, man. It's very, very dicey for me. I'm sorry, man. I'll take both again. I will take both of them. Honestly speaking, I'll take my PPA because I will miss my boss a lot. And then obviously, man, I was still at the office, so I don't mind. I'll go back to the office and go out to camp at the same time. If I full 1 year for me extra, I don't mind.
Absolutely, my whole platoon. Everybody collected it hot from me. As platoon leader, I had to get people organized, so it was quite obvious that we clashed a bunch of times. Yeah.
My mouth has weaponed a lot of times in camp. I quarreled with my corner mates in the room. I quarreled with Nnamdi, sort of a rundown with Philippa in camp. That's as far as I can remember.
I didn't necessarily fight with anybody, but I know I had fallouts with some people like Sharon. I remember there was a time she misunderstood something. I said, my God, I hate repeating myself sometimes. I've said the same thing over and over. There's something that she did. She had to do it again and again, and the third time, I blew up. I was like, man, stay away from me.
I fought with Nnamdi. You see that boy? He has a very, very special space in my heart as per friend. I had an issue. Like Nnamdi is just too, I don't know, he's too gullible. Like somebody from nowhere can just come and say something and I had an issue with one of my fellow coppers. I was the DOS, so I was in charge of our outfits and we had to do exchange. You give me your ID card, I give you the clothes, and when you are done, you give me the clothes, I give you your ID card. And this particular lady decided in her heart that I should give her ID card without the clothes. I was like, make it make sense. She says with somebody, when person comes, I should, like, she was also, what she was saying was not just adding up. I told her no. She said shouting very rudely. Now, guess what Nnamdi did? Nnamdi told me I should calm down and give her ID card. It was as if the anger in me unleashed. I just took the anger straight to Nnamdi. I told him, I just started talking. I felt so bad, but I was too angry. And I'm sorry, Nnamdi. You already know I'm sorry. I apologize.
2 clashes in camp actually this weekend. And annoyingly, there are people I value so much in camp. My very close friends in camp actually, 2 of them. The first one was Confidence and the second one was Sharon. And the conflict was caused by, in fact, just things that were just so minute. I remember Sharon telling me, don't ever tell me to calm down whenever I'm angry again. Don't tell me to calm down. No, don't tell me to calm down. I'm so hungry. I'm so hungry. And I know that was when we had the fallout. Then for Confidence, don't tell me sorry. Don't tell me sorry. I'm angry. Don't tell me sorry. And I was like, I'm sorry. Nnamdi, don't tell me sorry. And then it was just a fallout in camp basically, but it ended up well actually.
It was the day we took home Miss NYSC, Mr. Macho, and the debates, where our platform really showed them, hey guys, we've been sleeping. Let's show you guys what it's about. Yeah.
In camp, one of the best moments I had in camp was on the eve of the carnival, the day myself, Faridat and Confidence went to the Kefi market to buy things for the carnival day. We had real fun that very day in the market. That was one of my best days in camp. And that is our intra-platoon event, whereby we had team yellow, team blue, and team purple. I think that was a game changer for our platoon. I think that was the day that everything turned from last to every day of winning and everything. So I think that was the best day in camp.
My best day would not be just a day. My best day would be all the times I had fun. From our carnival day to our cooking competition, down to our picnic. We organized this picnic in our platoon to create this bonding so that everybody could be at their best in all activities. And it really aided because, you know, we're number one in debates, number one in a whole lot. Platoon 9 was the happening platoon in camp, so it was quite fruitful and effective.
Went for parade. I went for parade, and then I think when I had hot 1, 2 at the parade ground, I went straight forward and fell on the floor because I was having headache already. And that was the worst I had in camp.
That day I was hungry. Is it confidence? I said confidence, I'm not hungry. And they're doing parade though. They say everybody should be on parade ground. And we are not matching. So I don't know why. So me and confidence found a way to sneak out. We now took Benedict's board. We took his board. That day we took his board, we left. So we were eating. Then our, what they call that man again? Confidence. Camp director now came. He said, I don't know, as if he knew we were there. We just started running. We carried our food in our hands. Everybody knew that. We followed the back of the kitchen. We carried the food in our hands. We practically went to enter the gym to the back. Yeah, we entered the gym. We were so silent. We kept quiet. I don't think that was the worst day of my camp, or my stay on camp. I think it was when our head soldier, what's that man? The soldier, the Commander August. He's one that now came and caught us again. The second time I was eating again. They always catch me when I'm eating. And he made us sit. It was not kneeling down, no. They made us sit. So my bomb trial that day was full of deaths. So that was my worst day.
My worst moment after NYSC, after camp, was the 3 weeks of me hustling for PPA. But finally, I ended up having a very good PPA. Even though King Toby told me, some of you will never see the township in this NYSC. That was because I was first proposed to a very remote private school. But finally, I saw the city. Praise the Lord, somebody.
We lost. The football match, the day we lost, nothing pissed me off much more than that.
I was in camp all my Saeed days. All the times I had to go out for Saeed. Those are my worst days in camp. So.
I didn't have any bad days in camp because I didn't eat the food, so I was always good. Nothing. It was an absolute waste of my one. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I haven't really gained much from my experience except leadership. In the field of leadership, I've gained a lot in the. Can we cut?
Amazing. As I said earlier, I wanted to leave, but for some reasons I did not leave, and I was busily tired, but I was the dearest of my platoon, and I enjoyed every single thing, from the creativity nights to recyclable outfits to Ankara outfits to cooking. See, I was practically active throughout because I was the dearest of my platoon. So I was active throughout, except parade. Except parade, but every other thing I enjoyed it.
It was crazy fun, a high level of fun and a whole level of stress on its own. I enjoyed OBS. I enjoyed being the secretary. I enjoyed working with my crew members in camp. Sharon was our socials and she went all social.
In camp was beautiful. I had expected to serve for years, since 2022. I'd been waiting for this service check. And I was majorly thinking of making friends. So entering into camp, since 3 years after leaving school, or let's say 4 years after leaving school, waiting for that camp experience, and then entering camp, meeting people, being in the space of a large number of people. It's been a while. So I think camp was fun. Camp was fun for me. Yeah.
Camp. I would definitely do 6 months of camp over the whole 1 year of service. I think it was actually the highlight of the whole thing we're told that your service here is this whole big thing, but camp is the majority of it.
Camp, PPA, no, never, ever. Definitely camp.
Camp, yes. I'll say camp.
A little advice to Nigeria as a whole in this aspect. I think you guys should just scrap PPA. Like, camp is NYC. What is NYC? NYC is camp. It's as easy as that. We should just make this service. It's either they cut it to 6 months and do a whole 6 months in camp, or they just make the whole 1 year for camp, because anything after camp, you're on your own. No, that's what I can tell you. OYO, or you're on your own. That's what I can say.
I'll be honest, I don't mind going back to camp. I don't mind going back to camp, because I had a very beautiful time in camp. I think if Sharon can attest to that, I actually teared on the last day of camp. I just almost started crying. I was with Ehi that day when I almost started crying, because I was missing everybody already.
Especially Sharon. She's behind the camera. She loves gist so much. Someone that can call you by 2 a.m. for gist is Sharon. She too like gist. Especially, majorly Sharon.
I'm still in a relationship with a lot of persons. No, I won't say a lot. This particular team members right here, I'm still in a relationship with them. I'm in a relationship with few persons from my CDS, and I'm also in a relationship with a few persons from the platoon. I think I didn't really make good use of my service here in terms of making friends and bonding a lot. I still kept it few over the 1 year, but I'm still in a relationship with quite a few.
Yes, almost majority of them actually. Yeah, especially the ones here in Abuja. Kefi, those in Osawa, those a handful. The likes of AE and others, basically.
I'm still in very close relationship with all my platoon escorts and just a few members of my platoon. Yeah, I think the most selective I've been in my whole life was going into camp, because I've heard a lot of things about how people interact and how people move crazy when, you know, young people are put in a confined space. So I was very, like, honestly strict about the people I let myself engage with in camp.
Whoa, my business has grown drastically. Yes, I think within my NYSC, I bought a new sewing machine, not the manual one, industrial one. That's one. And I think I actually entered offices that I never knew I would have entered because of my khaki. And then I did a whole lot. If that's true, I think I met with so many leaders that I never thought I would have. The people I was seeing as high-placed people, NYSC made me to see them as normal people with me anyway every day.
I would say exposure and resilience. I mean, I was rejected in over, say, 15 PPAs. I was rejected. In December 2025, I went to a PPA. I was literally begging the HR to just accept me, because I had 4 months remaining. I cried, man. I cried because I was like, what's up?
Honestly, going to my PPA, paying money to go to a PPA that is not even paying me, guys. Nah, let's get real. NYSC should end. Give people their freedom. Give people their freedom. Honestly, us wasting this 1 year with you guys is a mess. Do you know how much money we paid from our pocket to this NYSC on top of how much we paid to register? Cut the cameras, NYSC. Thank you.
The person that created NYSC site should not be called a software engineer. I mean, what do they call them? It shouldn't be counted as one, because I'm sure it's out there somewhere feeling proud that he created a website that the whole Nigerians are using right now for service. You should be ashamed of yourself wherever you are right now. That's number one. NYSC should do better. Number two, you see scrutinizing PPA that you send coppers to. That should be one priority for NYSC. I don't think it's everywhere that NYSC should be sending coppers to. Take me for example. When I left camp, do you know where I was posted? You guys should not laugh. Hold up. I was posted at the plaza. To do what exactly at the plaza? And the plaza, when I saw the name, you know, everybody had the look. When people got their PPA in camp, everybody had a look of, my own don't finish, or thank God though. I was in a state of confusion, because when I saw my name, I was in a state of confusion because the name was big. The way it was a corporate institute, I will not call the full name. It had this kind of obonge name. So I didn't know if I should be happy or not. I even had to search them online in an instant to see if it's something. And then I saw faces of white people. I said, okay, maybe it's a good thing, given that the white people are involved. But then again, something came to mind. Don't wear your uniform and go and find this place. Wear meansthe. So when I left camp, I changed up. And that instant, I went to locate it. Oh, and behold, it was a plaza. And the name of the research company was written on a cardboard and covered on the door. I told you all don't laugh. I don't know why you guys are laughing. If you're watching this and you're laughing, I said don't laugh from the on-go. You guys are making me laugh. Anyways, the point is that you guys should really help us do better in service when it comes to PPA, because like I said, I had expectations over my 1 year, and my PPA was one of the first things I had expectation from. So if people cannot help us have good PPAs, and another thing that was wrong was the fact that I'm a mass comm student and you were sending me to something not related to my field, really wasn't encouraging. So I eventually went home and cried, and then I spent the whole 1 month, a whole 1 month after service, searching for a functional PPA for myself. So I think the choice of PPA for corpers should be done better.
PPAs, please, I'm begging them. They should please try and review their PPA list. Because I bet you, nobody in the licenses will go to the school I was sent to again. That school is hell. It's not right. The school is not on the map. Both it's not even on both app. And yet they're telling me no light and water in the school. What am I in the school then? I'm sorry. I bet you, even the writers of that school will not send his son to go and serve there. So how much more me? I'm sorry, sir, I'm not doing it, sir.
They should also do well with the procedural processes of the corpers in camp, the procedural processes of registration, the procedural processes of programs and activities. They should do better. They can do better.
Expectations used to happen by mercy. I'm telling you, I will not even be here doing this interview. I probably would have been inside my car giving you guys 1 or 2 because of how high my expectations were for this 1 year. But you know, in Nigeria, expectation is really not enough for a future in Nigeria, because being in Nigeria alone, it's like you counsel from everything expectations. So I had the expectation of before my 1 year is over, I should have figured out a lot, because if I had a very good PPA where I could get retained, or if my PPA could give me access to a lot of ambition I had through the people I met, things would have been okay for me. So yeah, expectation was not really effective in this journey.
Honestly, I thought it was going to be more stressful, but the one thing that I got right out of all my expectations was that the information process was going to be hell. It was very stressful. Like, things that could have been easy were extremely stressful. My expectations were, I mean, I did do a PPA, I did do a bunch of things, but in all, I wasn't too devastatingly shocked by what I got with my NYSC year. Yeah.
During to make enough friends, and to make enough. Leaving school 2022, really have much friends. I'm very selective, but I really wanted to just have quite a number of people. But the people I met in camp, that the only conversation you could ever have with them is bum bum and breast. Sex, pressing bum bum, pressing breast, finish. Like, I want to understand, that's the sum total of your life. Your 20-something years and 30-something years of life is bum bum and breast, finish. So the expectations was to make a large number of friends, of which I did, but I deleted lots of numbers. I trust myself. I deleted a lot of numbers. So expected to interact with a lot of people. There were lots of people from different tribes, from different states, even people from outside the country. So my expectations are met in that aspect. So yeah, those are the expectations. But I believe they were met.
I thought I would be sent to Kubwa camp, and I really anticipated going to Kubwa. But seeing my name falling in Kefi, I felt bad. But I think the first experience I had in Kefi was so beautiful. In fact, I was grateful to God that I was sent to Kefi, not even Kubwa. And I don't mind going back to Kefi every single time I think about it. I think in my next NYSC, I don't mind serving in my current PPA. And I will not lie to you, I will go there even on Sunday if my boss asks me to go there on Sunday. I wouldn't, because I enjoy my PPA a whole lot.
This particular video was inspired by how much I felt after the whole camp experience, after NYSC, thinking back and everything that we did. Camp as a platoon was amazing. Subscribe, like, and put on your post notification to know when I post next. Thank you. Bye.
And with that, 25A1 is a wrap. You guys like and subscribe to Sharon's channel, leave a comment and reshare. Thank you.
Thank you.